Breaking news. Sanwo-Olu opens up, reveals by himself that he's truly and really afraid. You know, it was revealed that it says, this is what he said: Lagosians will miss my government if I am denied my second tenure in office. This is Sanwo-Olu speaking. You know, it was revealed that Tinubu has other tricks up his sleeves. And one of that tricks is that Sanwo-Olu is not to return as Lagos State governor. So Sanwo-Olu is trying to do the good boy. Perhaps that would change Tinubu's mind. You know, if you've tasted that place before, it's not a place not to be given a second tenure. Mm. You've tasted it before. It's not a place not to have a second tenure. With all that comes with it, ooh, it's not a place to, for one not to be given a second tenure. So we always say to you that the indigenous smoke, when you see smoke, listen, guys, it's because fire has been lit somewhere. You know, the news has continued that, Tinubu has concluded plans for somebody else to take over to become the governor of Lagos State in 2023. That Sanwo-Olu only has one tenure. And Sanwo-Olu, he knows now too well. And currently what he's doing now is that Sanwo-Olu himself is saying that, if he's denied second tenure, he has many things to do for Lagos. So he has many good plans and many things to do. But if he's denied, Lagos State will miss his government, we miss his, his governance. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Sanwo-Olu opens up almost tearfully. Lagosians will miss my government if I am denied a second tenure ticket. Punch newspaper has reliably informed that the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has said Lagosians will miss his government if he's not allowed a second tenure as the governor of the state in the forthcoming 2023 global election in Lagos. It has been rumored that Tinubu has concluded plans for someone else to take over the leadership of Lagos State. Sanwo-Olu, being aware of some of the plots and consultations with these persons currently going on, is doing all he possibly can to change Tinubu's mind, to allow him opportunity to give Lagosians another better leadership. However, the plans are still on that Sanwo-Olu may not take it. This is why he's doing everything humanly possible and has gone on also to proclaim and organizing conferences to establish Tinubu's presidential bid and making all forms of announcements and proceedings with regards to Tinubu's intention. He made a statement on Arise Daily, a program of the channel's television, on Thursday. Says Lagosians will miss my government if I am denied the opportunity to have a second tenure in office. He also said the Lagos State government was working to make the expectation of Lagosians come true. According to him, his administration will finish strong at the end of his first tenure. So probably they've told him, get ready, okay? These are some of your last days in office. This is a man speaking. When we tell you guys, some people will say, how did you know? This is him speaking on Channels television. So it's not hearsay, probably by say, maybe he didn't say that. This is Sanwo-Olu saying that, he will finish strong even in his first tenure. This is him. So if you have opportunity for second tenure, to be icing on the cake. But this one he has. He wants to ensure that he does, he dots his I's, he crosses his T's, so that Lagosians will know that somebody passed through this place. What does that tell you? We've been telling you guys that there are rumors that, the governor of Lagos State may not come back. And Tinubu has concluded these plans already. When Ambode, the former governor that he took over from, primaries were held. And guess what? The guy was, before his very eyes, the votes were against him. And the votes, came for this person. And this person now is the governor. But again, this person has been told he's just one tenure. And when we tell you that there are people controlling Lagos State, some people will say, are you sure it's Tinubu? And blah, blah, blah. But they judge. He may be many things, so he may not like Tinubu. But from what he's saying, if you pay attention, there's what we call the iota of truth. He's not completely out of his mind, and he does not know what he's saying because he hates Tinubu. I don't believe so. There are things he has seen. There are things he has heard. There are reliable, evidences in his hands that Tinubu controls Lagos to a large extent. And so if Tinubu controls Lagos and decides who comes, how long he stays, and who goes, don't you think, this is just me and you thinking, by the time, if is a conditional statement, he becomes Nigerian's president, from then henceforth, he decides who win Nigeria's presidential ticket. And if you have not paid homage to, do certain things, you can never become this or that. Is that what we want? What is that called? Is it not called another reigns of slavery? Just a question. And I want you to think hard and long on that. Okay? I want you to really have a deep thought on that. Do we want to have dictators, godfathers, or we want to have good leaders that will potentially transform the course of the nation and make things better? Whatever we do, remember, to a large extent, we live with the consequences. Whatever we do, in the decisions we make, we decide what happens next. Are we going to make decisions that will potentially not give us the opportunity, to have good leadership? That at the end of the day, even our children yet unborn, they would have so put things in a particular way that will be difficult for them. That's why we plan, why we do everything, we vote. We should also pray, I can assure you. When somebody wants to control you, by all means, whether you like it or not, do you think that is just it is what it's supposed to be? Do you want to be under someone's tutelage and call it bondage forever? That whatever they say, if you go against that, then you are no longer qualified. They decide what happened. They decide what obtains. And if you want to see whatever, you have to stay with them. Because if you go against it, then you have gone against, the gods, so to say. So my wonderful people, the time for real change is now. The time for nation building, where everybody decide what they want, is now. The time to make a real difference is now. The time to rise up from oppression is now. The time to decide what the future will hold. It depends on the decisions we are also making now. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. Bye for now.